Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is November 19th, 2022. It's about 11:30 Saturday morning, and as you can see, the driveway's doing pretty good. I appreciate all of you out there that have reached out to me over the past couple of days. A lot of my subscribers, some of you guys have been with me since the beginning, since I started this channel, and a lot of you were asking how we were doing and, making sure everything was all right. Fortunately, for us here where we are, we were north of where the real heavy stuff was. A lot of the real heavy snow bands, like you're seeing on the news and everything off the lake, were down south of the city, Hamburg, Orchard Park, those areas. Up here where I am, not too bad. We got maybe 6 to 8 inches Thursday night between, 8 and 10:30. And I had the time lapse running. I'll probably put that video up next weekend. It melted off pretty quickly yesterday. It started catching up pretty much as soon as the snow stopped around, midnight, 1 a.m. And then by yesterday morning when we came out here, the driveway was clear. The sun was out here yesterday while people, just a few miles south were getting feet. But I actually turned the driveway off yesterday around 12 o'clock, noon. It was totally dry. Last night they were saying that the snow band was going to shift back to the north, which would affect me again. And so I turned the system back on around 9 o'clock last night and preheated it. And looking at the cameras by, I would say, 1 a.m., it really started to hit here. Right now, the band is way to the north up there. It's affecting Niagara County. And so they're saying it might swing back south through here again. But last night between, midnight, 1 a.m. and maybe 4 a.m., we got another, I would call this probably a foot, 8 inches, somewhere around there. And the driveway's been doing fine. I mean, you can see how much here that it's actually melted. It's probably a good 8 inches of snow there, 10 inches of snow. Yeah, it's not, but this was totally covered. And again, the camera's running even right now. It's up in the window of the garage there. I'll probably shovel this off just to help it in case the band does shift back across here. It'll give it another fighting chance. But and as you can see, some spots are dry. It all just depends on where the wind blows the snow across the driveway. Down here at the end, if you've watched any of my installation videos, this is where the spacing widens out to 9 inches. So this is all 6 inches on center in here. Down there, it widens out to 9. And unfortunately down there, you also get the wind blowing across the front lawn, and it just keeps, re-putting snow on the driveway down there. So there's really not much you can do about it, but it's fine. I mean, comparing to what some of the neighbors are dealing with, with snow blowing and everything else, I can easily, with a shovel in one hand, push this around and move it, and I would say it's doing its job. So anyway, I thought I'd do a quick a live video, first live video. I've never done a live video before, and reach out to some of you that have been reaching out to me and just say thank you. We're fine here. The driveway's doing great. Even if I was in the South Towns and I had a setup like this, there's no way that something like this would keep up down there. A lot of you have been asking me, even, yes, my system does have the capability to go up to 400,000 BTUs. There's no way. I mean, you would have to have the surface temperature of this driveway so hot, stop 3 or 4 inches of snow an hour. I mean, it would be an astronomical boiler you would need, and the rate you would be using natural gas, I mean, it would be insane. So those deep lake effect snow bands like that, there's really not much you can do. Just keep shoveling and trying to stay ahead of it and don't get buried, and go from there. I'll walk down here to the end, give you guys a look back. You can see a lot of the neighbors out shoveling and snow blowing.